Hey beauties, I'm Tiffany Lee at Beauty Stylist, and I just did this makeup on my skin. Just really just a beautiful latte base on my skin, and it's been trendy right now, but I think this trend is going to stay. I think this is just another name that we all know is just a beautiful bronzy glow, flawless look, a lit from within. So I think you're going to love it as much as I do. I could totally be wearing this at all times, and it can go with anything. So if you want to see how this look was created, keep watching. I'm going to take you guys on an easy tutorial. So I've already done my skincare, SPF, and now we're going to apply primer. I'm going to use the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer so that our skin is extra glowy and dewy. I like to apply about a couple pumps. And if you're a little bit oily, you can totally do a mattifying or do a combo. I'm just going to apply this where I want extra hydration and glow. What I like to do is just give myself a little bit of extra glow and dew for this look. So we're going to use the SAIE Starglow. I love using this for a lit within glow before I put on my foundation, or you can also mix it with your foundation, but I'm going to apply it first. I'm going to do a couple pumps right here. I believe there's another shade as well, but I'm going to apply it mainly kind of where I want a little bit more glow on the cheeks. And then you can just put it wherever you like. My neck, my body. It's just so hydrating. Now I'm going to use one of my favorite foundations. They just launched so many new shades, so I'm super excited to share with you guys. And if you've been following me, you guys know that Orce Cosmetic, right here, they have new packaging. This is the Come Closer Serum Foundation. I use the shade Novae, which is now 50W. And I'm going to shake it up a little bit. Place it onto the back of my hand right here, and about one pump should be pretty good, but we'll see. I'm going to use a brush today, the BK Beauty 101 brush. Probably going to use this multiple times in the video. Just want to show you, look at that coverage, insane. If I'm looking away, it's because I'm looking at a mirror, because I am filming on my phone. But wow, look at that compared to this side. A lot of pigmentation, an even skin tone. This one literally like one swipe, flawless finish. Now we're gonna do the other side. Because I'm using a brush, I feel like it ate up the foundation, so we're gonna just do one more half a pump, or almost a pump, I guess. We're just gonna apply it onto this side of my face, dab. Right, so what I'm going to do right now is just kind of go where my eyelids are, just create a very seamless skin for this look. I typically use a sponge from Orce Cosmetics as well, but I wanted to try some new products because I am a creature of habit. But you know, now that I have a little bit more extra time because I have not filmed a YouTube video in so long, I feel like I have a little bit more freedom to play with new products, to share with you guys and try it myself and give you guys the scoop. You guys can see me trying it literally as I am testing it at the same time, so you guys can see my reaction. All right, the base is done. All right, so let's continue on with the face. Because of this look, it's very like warm, obviously like a latte, like coffee tones. I'm gonna use the LYS Cream bronzer. This is the shade No Limits Harmony, and it kind of had a little bit come off. I'm going to use the same brush right here, and I'm actually going to just dab it. You guys see right there? So this is super pigmented and creamy. I'm going to look at the camera while I apply this, and I'm just going to pat it onto my hairline just to give myself a little bit of color and warmth without taking away from my foundation. Gonna add up a little bit more, and depending on your face shape and your hairline, you may not need to do this on your forehead. I feel like I am slowly receding because I keep putting my hair in a ponytail, but also that's kind of like the natural hairline that my mom has, and I think I follow her as well on that hairline. So I just want a little bit of contour and color right here, and then we're gonna just kind of give myself a little bit of a contour here, but not going in too much, and just kind of dabbing, stippling, and going in an upward motion so that it doesn't drag this down. It actually like Kind of gives me a little bit more, you know, structure on my face. Okay, very subtle. So I'm going to do one side first, and then we're going to just add a little bit of definition underneath here. This is kind of the area where I want a little bit more structure as well, and then behind the ears. So literally behind the ears and dragging down whatever's extra. So it's like a slight shadow. So it's just a very subtle, because you just want it to look, can you guys tell from this side to this side? Nothing. Little structure, very subtle. I don't want to go too crazy because we can always build this up. And right now I'm still using cream. We can always use powder later to kind of just set it. So just a little bit. So I'm going to turn my face so straightforward. This side where it's contoured, this side not contoured. So it's really up to you, but I'm going to give myself a little bit warmth because of this whole latte makeup look. And now we're going to go on this side. So here we go, just dabbing. You could also just, you know, apply it onto your skin, but like I said, this is very pigmented. And I'm going to just give myself a little bit of structure here. Go upward, not dragging it down. And right here, you don't have to contour. You can or you can't, depending on your face shape. I might have done just a little much, but I'm going to contour here. Ooh. And then add a little bit more on the jawline right here. Not at this part because it's so sharp, but just right after it. Stipple whatever's left over behind the ear down onto the neck. Then you could drag this down too, so it's not like just a dark line. It's creating a faux shadow basically. So I'm gonna look at my face, a little bit there. I could do just a touch more on this side, very, very little. Very little, I don't know if you can see that. And then just right where the ear is, and then stipple and push up. Never pulling down because I don't want it to look like it's dirty. I want it to be bright here, a little bit more contoured there. And you don't have to worry too much because we are going to use some blush, but this is just kind of like a framework of this look. And whatever you have extra, you can kind of, you know, blend as needed, you know, just make it really what you want it to be. I like doing a look where you just really can't tell where something starts or where something ends, so very seamless. That is kind of my favorite way to do my makeup. All right, so now I have this fluid sheer from Giorgio Armani. To tell you the truth, I've only used this like once, so I don't really know. I'm gonna maybe just add it for a little bit more glow and hydration. So I'm gonna shake this up. This one is shade 11 right here. I'm just gonna put it on the back of my hand, just a little bit, just so you can see what this looks like. And just kind of, it's like a bronzy highlighter. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to tap it as if this is sort of my highlighter onto the apples or top point of my cheek, just to give it a little bit of color and glow. This is like perfect for the summer because I definitely got tanner. I'm going to use the same bronzing brush because I think I took most of it out, and just tap it gently. Same thing here, just whatever's left, not much. And then I can just kind of add it where I need it. Just super subtle, right? I really didn't put much. Maybe I'll add a little bit more, but right now I think this is pretty good. I'm going to layer a little bit more highlighter. And if you follow me on Instagram, you guys know I love Merit Beauty. This one is in Bounce. It's literally like a champagne highlighter. So pretty. Okay, and just gonna put it right there, on right under my eye, apple, or the highlight part of the cheek, bridge of my nose, apple, or sorry, Cupid's bow. Gonna put a little bit right above the brow bone, a little bit more with the highlighter. Just put it onto your ring finger. This is my favorite way to just like apply highlighter onto the face without moving the rest of the makeup. blend here, just blend. I don't like to put on the tip of my nose personally, but if you are a fan of that, go ahead and do that. Just like a beautiful, healthy, bronzy glow, just healthy, which I'm all about. I may add a little bit of bronze kind of like around here later, but we're just gonna work on the face. Feeling good about this look. So we're gonna go ahead and do some blush, give a little bit of color. I'm gonna see which one I like. This is the Monika Blunder. These are her liquid blushes. I'm just gonna swatch it behind my hand. This one is in Wien. So I want you to see, it's kind of like, oh yeah, perfect. It's like very, very subtle. Not too much color, which is what I'm kind of going for, but we'll see. I might want to do both. Ooh, that's pretty too. Maybe I'll do a mix of both. I'm going to apply it onto the back of my hand and mix it. Yes, I think that's a perfect fit for both. I'm going to mix the two, and I'm going to use the BK brush 103 right here, so it has a little bit of color. And then I'm just going to put it right at the top of my apples of my cheek for a little bit of color, kind of where we put that highlighter bronzer. I know it may seem a little bit like, why did you put blush over where you put bronzer? But I think just that layering of tone is going to make this look super beautiful, fresh, and healthy. Ooh, I love it. Put some on the tip of my nose, a little bit of the chin, and just kind of add as needed. You can bring it up for uplifting, add a little bit onto your forehead just to balance out the look. Beautiful. Let's get on a little bit closer. I'm all about it. All right, so we're gonna do a little bit of concealer. I'm gonna go in with the Huda Beauty Faux Filter. This is 3.5 N in Sugar Biscuit. And I'm just going to put it right there and kind of drag it down. And let's see, around my mouth, where I tend to get a little bit more dullness, right in the middle of the nose, brow bone, under the brow bone. So I'm going to go in with the BK Beauty 201 brush. I'm just going to just kind of tap, tap, and then tap, just so I can get the placement where I want it. Have a little bit more control here around my mouth, the middle of my chin, right here as well. And I typically use a makeup sponge, so this is taking a lot longer than what I'm used to, but I wanted to try this new brush and I actually really like it. It took me a little bit of time because they sent it to me maybe like months ago, and I just take forever. But now that I'm committed to make more videos for you guys, I'm going to be trying a lot more so you guys can kind of get the inside scoop. I'm going to drag this along my inner cheek. I don't like it to be so colorful or dull, and then I'm going to go back under the eye, just tapping where I want that color to really, you know, have a little bit more coverage, because I do have hyperpigmentation and just kind of, you know, just areas where I just don't really want the coverage or want it to show. So what I'm going to go in with now is the 104 brush. I haven't used this yet, and I'm just going to buff it because I don't want it to look so harsh where you can tell where the concealer ends. You want it to be super subtle, and I'm just kind of fading it into the blush, super soft. This is so nice. So I can see this as literally like a, maybe like a powder brush, but I like to use my brushes however I want to, whatever feels fitting at the time. Go back with the blush, even though there's not really anything in here, and just kind of tap again. So there's no harsh lines, super duper seamless. So we're gonna do the latte makeup. We're gonna do the eyebrows real quick. We're gonna do the eye makeup and the lips. We're almost done. Let's go ahead and do my brows because I feel like they're faded away because of the foundation. I'm gonna go in with the Victoria Beckham, the Baby Blade, and we're gonna use dark brown. I love this. So I'm gonna use a little mini mirror right here so I can see. Ooh, wow. It's good to see up close, guys, because I'm like, the mirror is so far away from me and I'm just looking at the phone screen, which is not always accurate. But as I'm here, I need to kind of like go into the crevices of my nose to to make sure everything is covered well. This is the brush 201 where I use for the concealer. Wow, the skin is literally flawless. But as I'm doing that, I'm just going back in with my other brushes. This one is the bronzer one that we used. Oh, the hair's all on my face. All right, let's go back to the baby blade. And what I love about this is that it's literally so fine. I don't know if you can see right there. And then I'm using the spoolie first just to get out any excess product on my brows. And then my eyebrows are microbladed, so I kind of cheat where I just need to fill in where it's a little bit faded. What I like to do right here is just go the opposite direction to fill in the skin. And then I don't go all the way in. And then now I go back this way to fill in the tail of my brow so there's more definition. And then I use a spoolie to buff so it's not like too intense or too light. So you guys compare this side to this side. Just a little bit more definition. I have more framework on my face. And these are all optional steps, of course, depending on what your look is. I'm just gonna fill this in, like I said, the opposite way first because it's more skin than hair and it's just microbladed. And let's go back. If you guys have been following me on YouTube, you guys know my dear friend Renee is my artist. She has been microblading since day one. That you guys see that big video that was unexpected that went viral. And I haven't gotten in touch with her in a long time, so just to let you know, her work is exceptional. Like, she's a lifesaver. I haven't had to do my brows in forever, guys. It's amazing. And she's in New York, but she does come to LA, which is where I'm at. And then because I also lost my beauty mark, I'm gonna fill it in. And I'm gonna fill it in with the same thing for the brows. I'm gonna close this up. All right, and what I like to do, another thing too, is with that 201 brush, just go around the nose and mouth. Make sure everything is blended. Okay, my lips are kind of disappearing. We're gonna go ahead and line it a little bit before I do my eyes because I feel like the face is almost done. And for those of you guys that don't even want to do the eye makeup, I mean, let's be real, some people just don't have time. Let's just do the lips and let's just kind of create that look. So I'm gonna line my lips with the Jouer, the Longwear Cream Lip Liner. I'm gonna first try out, let's see, Fawn, which is kind of like, let's see, this is Fawn. I don't know if you guys can see that. And then I may also fill it in with Nude, which is kind of a lighter tone. So let's go ahead and use that tiny mirror so I can have a little bit more precision. This one is in Fawn, and let's fill it up. It's so hydrating and easy. So I'm literally just lining my lips. I try not to go on the corners because I tend to feel like it makes you look older. So, ooh, this is so pretty. I've not done like a nude lip color in so long. We're gonna fill it in with Nude, now that we're speaking of that. Oh, my lips are a little dry, so excuse. Kind of focusing on the Cupid's bow. Okay. What I like to do too is when I do line my lips, I'm like, smile. Because my lips like to curl under, so I need to fill that in. This is so pretty. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna use the Jouer Hydrating Lip Oil. This one is in Reve. And I'm gonna go ahead and hydrate the lips that are so dry. Oh, this is like the perfect color. Wow. So hydrating, guys. It's so pretty. literally, this is so good. I have 3 other shades I haven't tried, but this one is kind of like so perfect. Enough color, but still neutral. Putting this in my bag because I'm going to an event right now. Before we get to the eyes, you guys know I love Givenchy. This is their Satin Blanc in shade 2, the Prisma Libre. This one has a little bit of color in it, really, really light. It's not the super pale one. I'm gonna put some in here. I don't want to take away too much shine, but I have my little puff here. What I like to do is I press it into the part where it has the powder, tap out any extra, but also put it onto my arm. And then what I'm going to do is literally just like set where I need to only. So I like to set under my eye where I don't want it to crease, and also just not to look oily. And same thing under here. And then get a little bit more. I like to do it on the nose and inner cheek, chin, around my mouth. Just really focus the glow on the outer part of my face. And then right here is just kind of like the T-zone area. Okay, that is looking fresh. What do you guys think? The light keeps changing, so I apologize if it looks a little different. I am literally in the environment, the sun's, you know, hands right now. Hopefully this still looks good on camera for you guys, so you guys can see, but literally it's flawless. Okay, so basically my face is pretty much done. I could set it, I am gonna set it later with the Hourglass. Actually, let's do it now. Let's just set my face with some of the bronzer. And what I'm gonna do is we're gonna use, let's go and use this brush. This is the 104 brush. And just kind of dust my face, a little bit of color, you know, with the bronzer. This one is the Ambient palette, lighting palette. This is volume 2 right here. A little bit messy, but yeah. And then just going to set my face, make sure any of where the cream products that I have, it's just kind of settled in. I can soften anything if I need to, or just intensify if I need to. So where I have that slight contour, just kind of go upwards. Other side. And I don't want to take away too much from the blush tone, so it's just literally upwards, subtle. Very, very subtle. Trying to decide if I should contour my nose. I don't usually do, but let's try it. I'm going to use the 205 brush. I typically don't contour my nose because it is kind of pointy, but let's do it because I know some of you guys love to do that. So I'm using this tone right here, tapping out, and literally just kind of carving a very subtle shadow. Okay. So you guys see there's a little bit more definition, and then you can shorten it or give it a little bit more definition so it protrudes a little bit more. And then here you can just shadow it so it just kind of goes inward onto the eye. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna dust off whatever's extra. I'm just going to soften any hard line on the outside. Okay, in the middle. This is just a super subtle contour, like super duper subtle. Like I said, I don't usually contour, so it's a little bit awkward for me. Okay. Are you guys ready for the eye makeup? Oh my gosh, that took forever. Let's go ahead. I mean, like, I'm all about this. Like, if you just want, so if you just want a super neutral, glowy base that has soft contour, just like glamorous but clean, this is totally the look you can go for. With your eye makeup. If you just want to wear mascara and maybe a little bit of tight line, you could totally do that. Because I have lash extensions, I don't really have to do anything. Hey guys, so I just finished this look. What do you guys think? This is so pretty, right? I'm all about it. Like, let me give you a close-up of my face, my skin. Literally, just so beautiful, soft. You can wear this for any occasion. You can amp it up with a different lip color, eye makeup, and whatnot. So go try this out. Let me know what you guys think, and definitely let me know if you want to see more videos like this. And don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumbs up, comment. I'd love for you to follow me on Instagram and TikTok and anywhere else that I'm at. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.